Canada's transportation infrastructure, which includes roads, railways, seaways, and airways, is one of the most modern and highly developed in the world. As a matter of fact, according to the World Economic Forum, Canada is ranked number 1 among G8 countries. This is truly amazing since Canada has such a huge and challenging landmass. But now let's look at the most obvious and widely used form of transportation.
That's right! Roads! Chances are you use many of them every day of your life. Did you know that Canada has over 900,000 kilometers of public roads? 7,300 kilometers of that is one big long road called the Trans-Canada Highway, which links the east, the Maritimes, to the west, all the way out to Vancouver. And that road joins all 10 provinces. Can you believe people actually fight this traffic day in and day out on their... I'm going to talk to a transportation expert by the name of Davis Cameron. Let's see what he has to say. Hi Davis, this is Alex on the line here. I'm dying to know a few things about Canada's roads.
Okay Alex, ask me your questions and I'll hopefully be able to give you the best answers I can.
Well, I already know Canada has hundreds of thousands of kilometers of roads. Why so many? I mean, what's all the need for the pavement?
Alex, the first and most obvious reason is that Canada is huge and everybody and everything is so spread out. The second thing we have observed is that there's been a dramatic increase in manufacturing and related truck traffic. This obviously places greater demands on Canada's roads. Of course, we have to emphasize safety, especially regarding quality.
And I imagine all of this costs a lot of money.
Of course, no question about that at all, Alex. Very large sums of money spent on road maintenance and upgrades every single year.
And does all this come out of the taxpayer's pocket, like my pocket?
No, not at all. Well, actually, some of it does, but there are more and more public and private partnerships contributing to infrastructure. You know, the Confederation Bridge between PEI and New Brunswick is just one example of this.
Thanks for your time, and I'm sure we'll be in touch.
Okay, you're welcome.
According to Transport Canada, they want to ensure a cross-country highway system that supports the competitiveness of business and industry that rely on a flawless network.
Should have gone 427 southbound, but because I took the 409 instead of the 401, we ended up in Rexdale!
There are 3,114 Canadian-based trucking companies that rely on Canada's road systems. In terms of revenue, trucking is the dominant mode of transport of goods between Canada and the United States.
Well, there you go. But let's look at a more specific example. The 401 and 400 series highways are often the only options for people living outside the city trying to get in. And I don't just mean a few people. I'm talking tons of people every day. Added to that is the fact that most of the cars commuting in every morning only have one person. The term used for cities expanding outward is called urban sprawl. And the main catalyst to this phenomenon? A growing population. More like an exploding population. The fact of the matter is, the 401, and most of the other 400 series highways, are a necessary piece of the economic pie. Without it, business as we know it would come to a halt. Geographically speaking, the 401 specifically links primary and secondary regions from Windsor all the way to Quebec.